There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Good morning, listeners. I just wanted to issue an apology for the audio quality of my previous podcast and the quality of the content provided in my previous episode. I was just itching to speak. Sometimes just speaking for the sake of speaking is a waste of everybody's time. However, some good did come of it. In the previous broadcast, I was invited by Shuttered Room to come up with 1d6 carriages and then issue my own 1d6 prompt. And in a moment of madness, I just said 1d6 brooms. I think it was because I had magic brooms in my head from listening to a previous podcast by Swordbreaker, Logan over at Swordbreaker. Anyway, there was a response to that almost immediately. This is from Semiurge, who you can listen to me chatting to in a previous broadcast, but more importantly than our idle banter, he is someone who writes an incredible blog called Archon's March On, where you can find a treasure trove of random tables, treasure, magic, monster generators galore, as well as some interesting implied world building. And so, his response to D6 Brooms is as follows. Number 1. The Maid's Lament. An ordinary broom that appears rotten when seen out the corner of your eye. Its brush shifts and seems to whisper when left alone. Can be commanded to clean a room or space up to 50 feet across. It thinks anything other than the room itself and furniture are dirt and tries to push anything else out. If attacked, it splits into 2 brooms. Cannot be stopped once started. Number 2. The Revealer of the Way. Brass handle, donkey hair bristles. Dust swept up by its coils around and reveals invisible and illusory things. Dust swept up by it coils around and reveals invisible and illusory things. Stepping on a pile of dust it swept transports you to the city of the Jinn. Number 3. Miss Up and Down. Sharpened, fire-hardened tip. Charred bristles. Sticks its brush end in a hearth fire. Doesn't work with any other kind. A name, a household object. Oh, sorry. Number 3. Miss Up and Down. Sharpened, fire-hardened tip. Charred bristles. Stick its brush end in a hearth fire. Doesn't work with any other kind. And name a household in the same village. The broom will shoot up through your roof and plunge into their house. X in 6 chance of impaling someone, where X is the number of people living there. Or hopefully not a household with more than 6 people. Number 4. The Librarian's Friend. Impossibly thin, grey bristles. Handle printed with encyclopedic word salad. Sweeping it clears the noise out of an area. 10-foot cube rendered totally silent for every round spent sweeping. Number 5. Sandman's Bane. Has a brush made of silver feathers. Swept over the eyes of a sleeping person, it transforms their dream to dust. Anyone who snorts that dust relives their dream. Number 6. The Anti-Broom. Uncleans at a tremendous rate. One sweep can kick up a cloud of dust. I'm going to add my own one at the end there. Trigger's Broom, aka the Ship of Theseus. as long as you are able to find replacement parts, this broom has functional immortality. So, just to be clear, the 6 good ones were by Semiurge of Archon's March On, and the final silly one was by me, Sophia. You can visit Semiurge's blog at www.archon, ARCHONS, marchon, marchon.blogspot.com. There we go. One of the intentions of the exercise was to prompt a kind of dialogue with other creative people, which has already happened, and very helpfully, at the end of Semiurge's random table, he provided his own prompt. And I think what I'm going to do is put that out to you, dear listeners. The objective is to produce a table of D6 results or more, and the prompt is kinds of honey that ain't what you were expecting. Some hints are they made from special narcotic, hallucinogenic, toxic flowers? Is it magical? Is it not made from flowers at all? Not made by bees? Etc.
Well.